Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
19 tight, 19 tight. 7, bring it. Go.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
79 Broncos.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball Keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. In motion left goes Smith.
Left wing 19. Back 60.
On first down, Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Cut 19. Cut 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. They go play action with Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got him in, complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Now Jackson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down, back to Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out, Tucker now to add the point after. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
79 Broncos. 65.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Mustang 19, 60. Buffalo 18.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
18, 5 years. Riggs. Panther 11. Cut 19. 70 Rangers. 70.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
18 Rattler. 19 White. Trap 60. Ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
60 Eagles. 18 Cardinals. Hurt. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Warriors 70.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Mustang 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. To try again after the sack. Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Buffalo 18. 5 years. Panther 11. Cut 19. 70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Jackson on 1st down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. They pass. Warriors 70.
Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Jackson now.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 38, Hurts.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Justin Houston from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Warriors, 70.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
65, yeah, 65. Warriors 17.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Mustang 19.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
18, Pioneer.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurt. Panther 11, Panther, cut 19, cut 19. 70 range, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
The Sanders has got it complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
19 Knight. Trap 50. Hurt.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
But not that any of the points would be needed with CD. They've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Jackson will throw again.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. 4th down, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 27, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 77, Mustang 19.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because
the Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to go down again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson looking deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you notice they did not want to slow down anything. Absolute dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the